to say something different every time. Ready?
Yep. Hello, I'm Junius Edward, father. Beside me is WRaThScHiLd.
WRaThScHiLd, author, writer, creative mind.
We are
The
the agency.
That's kind of cool.
Doesn't sound bad at all, sir. Not at all. How you all doing today? Just going to give you a little introduction about who we are and what we do, some of the upcoming events we have going on. It's the reason why you're now rocking with the agency. It's that simple. Excuse me. So, to kick it off, WRaThScHiLd here will give us a little note.
How y'all doing today? Oh,
Nope.
don't mind that. Yeah, I just want to start off this episode of the Legal Contraband / the agency / the cloud video video blog by reading a note that I created and pasted and placed on my Facebook page.
Okay.
A lot of y'all friends, a lot of y'all who seeing this for the first time are not friends, should be friends with me on Facebook, as well as Twitter and other sites, social media sites that us here at the agency utilize to stay in communication, keep y'all informed, and also be informed by y'all. Appreciate all the feedback we get.
Definitely appreciate it.
But on this note, the post goes as follows. That's the definition of the agency and what it really means to be an agent. I want to start by listing a few definitions we found in Merriam's Webster Dictionary. The note reads as follows. It says the definition of agency. It says the office or function of an agent. The relationship between a principal and that person's agent. Number 2. The capacity, condition, or state of acting or exerting power, operation. Number 3, a person or thing through which power is exerted or an end is achieved, instrumentally communicated through the agent, the agency of an entity. Number 4, an establishment engaged in doing business for another, an advertiser, as for example, in the advertising agency. Number 5, an administrative division, as in government. Okay. In philosophy and sociology, the agency is a capacity of an agent or person or other entity to act in the world. In philosophy, the agency is considered as belonging to that agent, even if that agent represents a fictitious character or some other non-existent entity. The capacity to act does not at first imply a specific moral dimension to the ability to make the choice to act. The moral agency is therefore a distinct concept. In sociology, an agent is an individual engaging in the social structure, notably through the primacy of social structure versus individual capacity. With regard to persons, actions is debated within sociology. This debate concerns at least partly the level of reflexivity an agent may possess. Pardon me, it's a pretty deep concept. I'm only halfway through the note, so just bear with me. So, human agency is the capacity for human beings to make choices and to impose their choices on the world. It is normally contrasted to natural forces. which are causes involving only unthinking deterministic processes. In this respect, agency is subtly distinct from the concept of free will. The philosophical doctrine that our choices are not the product of casual change, but are significantly free or undetermined. Human agency entails the claim that humans do in fact make decisions and enact them on the world. How humans come to make decisions by free choice or other processes is another big issue. The capacity of a human to act as an agent is personal to that human, though considerations of the outcomes flowing from particular acts of human agency for us and others can then be thought to invest a moral component into a given situation wherein an agent has acted, and thus to involve moral agency. If a situation is the consequence of human decision making, persons may be under a duty to imply value, judgment to the consequences of their decisions, and held to be responsible for those decisions. Human agency entitles the observer to ask, should this have occurred, in a way that would not essentially in the circumstances lacking human decision makers. For example, the impact of comet Shoemaker-Levy on Jupiter. That was cited by Wikipedia, an article on Wikipedia, very detailed. It says, in certain philosophical traditions, particularly those established on human agency as a collective historical dynamic rather than a function arising out of individual behavior. Say, there are idealists of this idea of humans treated as social beings organized to act in concert. Also, look at the different philosophical debates, throughout history. In certain philosophical traditions, particularly those established on that same premise, a collective historical dynamic rather than a function arising out of individual behavior. I just repeated that part itself. But to close, the agency may refer to a country, subdivision. An agency in law refers to a person who acts on behalf of another person. Agency also denotes a particular type of organization. Agency in sociology is the ability of social actors to make independent choices. An agency in philosophy represents and is relating to an action theory. You have advertising agencies in business dedicated to creating, planning, handling it, advertising, promoting for clients. Employment agencies that act in capacities to help find jobs for unemployed people. See, moral agencies speak to the capacity for making moral judgments. International agencies, bodies of organized individuals that worked in an international capacity. News agencies responsible for giving, providing real news, real opinions, free news, free press. It's a couple of movies, sitcoms, things of that sort over time that have bore the name agency, but as of now, we are the agency. And that, my friend, is the note I wanted to share with you guys today. Keep you informed. Just trying to let you know some more things out here happening than what they tell you. And we all play a role. We all are responsible to play our role. And then on that note, I'd like to hand the mic back to my comrade in arms, J.E.
All right. So as you hear, see, establish yourself as an agent. Carry it for yourself, your humanity. As we touched on before, we are the agency. some of our other partners in crime at Sweet T TEE _ Marie, at VRun RUNN, at _ the agency. Follow us, get to know us. Say hello. Gladly say hello back. Speak on our forthcoming movements, projects we have going on. Just to dibble dabble on a few things, a little bit of things here. Right now we have Dark Heavens on deck. That's produced, recorded by WRaThScHiLd.
Shameless plug.
WRaThScHiLd. Hashtag Team WRaThScHiLd.
Actually, it was recorded in the cloud. I only produced some of the tracks. I did most of the organizing and kind of conceptualizing on it, though. It is all my work. You know. But on that note, too, just to put this in there, shout out G Minor. Good looking on the tracks. Antagonist.
Definitely.
Ill Cosby, Blockade. Mill Gates.
Yeah. Gates.
VS showed up. You know
Okay.
what I mean?
Yeah, VS. Yeah, he come through.
CeeLo the Don threw me a concept.
No doubt.
Yeah, that shit was dope.
That was hard too. Yeah. Got some classics up there, sir. Classics.
And we're going to reload it and give it back. You know what I mean? It's for free on Bandcamp and Reverb Nation.
Okay. Bandcamp. Okay. Alright. Reverb Nation. And then that's WRaThScHiLd.
Well, we all on Reverb and Bandcamp. So you just look for us. If you can't find us now, just look a little harder.
Just look a little bit. Google it a little bit. Just a little bit. Also as well, forthcoming from myself and VS. It's called The Market. It's a pretty good classic. We got WRaThScHiLd up there as well. Sweet T Marie's on that also. We got some original production, a little production from Alterfix. It's based in Spain. Salute to you, sir. As well, tagged on with him, we have our own little thing, meshing and molding. He's feeding the agency with his conjuring of magic. So definitely shout out to Alterfix at that Adam. Check him out, Alterfix. I'll have to touch back into the forthcoming projects. Also, MV Asians on deck right now.
In the works.
That's really, really starting to come out very well now. Just to touch on it a little bit, I'm personally getting my hands on it. So it's really starting to look pretty well.
WRaThScHiLd project. Also loaded in the catapult, ready to hit you guys like within the next month.